Okay, so welcome to the virtual vocal gym here, Tuesday, 7:30 or whatever time it is for you. I'm excited today. We're going to really get in and loosen things up and find some more resonance and freedom. Right, so let's actually start with breath squats. Today we're going to get that blood flowing. So for breath squat, we have our feet more than hip width apart. We're going to keep our spine nice and tall, and we don't want our knees to go past our toes. Don't want the knees to go past the toes. You have to really crinkle yourself up, not bending over or hunching. Nice, tall, long angles. All right, so let's start off. So what we're doing, we exhale first, and then we'll inhale as we squat, and then exhale on the way up. And we'll do 10 of those in a row. So we exhale first, and squatting. That's 5. And 10. Feel free to adapt to suit your needs. You can just do a little breath bop, or you can even do it sitting down, just using your arms, maybe to the side, to create this feeling of the breath coming down and into the body, not in and up. That's what most people think when we think about taking in a deep breath. So you want to counteract that with the breath squat. Alrighty. So ready for a set of 15 now. Exhale first, and here we go. That's 5. Ten. Check those knees. And 15. All right, so let's go into focusing on the abs now. So we kind of got that breath going, got the blood flowing. So let's go to the abdominals. We'll start with the CH. Pulling those abs in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release it, embracing Buddha belly. When you're doing it right, most people describe it as a feeling of kind of a kathunk. So here we go again. Exhale it out. Tensing and releasing. And again. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. One more. And release. All right, now to the ground for some stretching, or whatever your favorite stretch is. You can do some neck rolls, shoulder rolls. I like getting my calves, thighs, and back all together. And keep breathing. The breath really will help you stretch more. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Good. And up and over. Reach for it. All right, and switching sides. This is kind of what breathing should be like when you're singing. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of work. It gets your heart going. Keep breathing, stretching. One more. All righty. Up and over. Give that calf a good stretch if you can. All right, back up we go. For one last set of 15 breath squats. All right. Feet where they need to be. Loosen the knees. Hips are ready to go. Exhale. And squatting. 5. 10. And 15. All right, time for a little meditation. Woo. Just keep following that breath as it moves faster and deeper, not trying to slow it down. Just notice how your body responds. What is moving? All right, feel free to repeat after me to kind of start warming up the voice. You just sit in silence, stay connected to your breath. Mind is calm. Heart is creative. Body is free. Heart is calm. Body is creative. Mind is free. Body is calm. Mind is creative. Heart is free. And we're back to the breath, to the body, to the space. At your own pace, go ahead and stand up. All right, so sometimes to help free the body, it can be useful to put it in a different position, right? To give it a state change. Useful for a lot of things. So we're actually going to start by just hanging upside down. Well, we'll do what we're doing once first, and then we'll hang upside down. So we're doing the sides. So nice open, round, oval. Starts down low, goes up and down. So it's like this. Oh. I usually like to do on the bottom. So try that with me. Oh. All right, so to kind of work on smoothing that out and to really encourage that airflow, this is a great way to warm up the voice. Not worry about going too high yet. So again, feet apart, bending the knees, and then just letting your torso drop between your legs. And keeping that head free, so we're not worried about looking any particular direction. You can also straighten your legs if that's more comfortable, or keep them slightly bent, whatever feels comfortable to you. We want to embrace the sensation that gravity is going to pull the breath and the sound right out of us. So here we go with those eyes. Oh. And again. Oh. And one more time. Oh. All right, you can slowly roll up, or I like to just squat all the way down and then stand up. Take your pick. All right, so we got airflow, we've got sound. Woo, it is getting warm in here. So now let's really dig in here to release some tension. So we're going to do, start off with ga, 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 ga. So you'll feel movement with your thumb under here, and that's good. That's your tongue moving. But we want to avoid feeling tight, or like this, strongly pushing down against your thumb. So we're going to do ga, 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 ga. And it's not sound funny. We're not worried about what it sounds like. We want it to feel free. We're training that tongue to loosen up. So here we go. Ga, 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 coming down. Ga, 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 ga. Really getting in there. Loosen that up. Ga, bum, bum. Ga, 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 bum, bum. Ga, 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 ga. The tongue's still moving, but it's way up and forward now. Bum, bum. Ga, 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 ga. Now from here, we're going to go to the gullet. Do some ma-ma-mas. You really want to let this all go like a zombie. Ma-ma-ma. Try that with me. Bum, bum. Here we go. I'm just kind of gently gliding my hands along the base of my throat. You might need to start very gentle if this feels weird or uncomfortable. We're just wanting to get all these muscles to relax. It might kind of shift the voice around a bit. That's all right. Bum bum. Ma 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 bum bum. Ma 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 ma. Let's try head down and forward. Ma 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 ma. Keep the air flowing. Ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. We're going to go into kind of a lighter space. We're still warming up here. So let it kind of move towards head voice. And it start getting a little more spacious, maybe a little breathy. So we don't go the belty route right now. All right, and now let's try head back. So I like using my hand to just kind of support my head. Here we go. Ma 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 ma. Yeah, I didn't check this a little too much. I need to let it blend. Ma 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 ma. One more. Shake it out. Up and down. All right. So I think it's quite common in singing circles to talk about vertical space. Right, so we want to avoid horizontal space generally. Smiling while singing is okay. Like if the character should be smiling, then you should be smiling. But we don't want to have to smile. We don't want the voice like set in some position. So we often think about vertical space. We're lifting the soft palate, letting the larynx relax down this vertical space. That's great. But let's talk about horizontal space this way. So that's a fun one. So we're going to do hongi, honge, honga. Hong, I'm like puffing out my lips like a fish. Feeling this long horizontal space, front to back, but not side to side. So hongi, honge, honga. Hong like hook or book. And then e, e, a. And don't forget that ng in the middle of each of those. That's important. So that's tongue goes up, soft palate comes down, gets nasal, and then when we go to the vowel, the soft palate springs up, and we might stay nasal, meaning that it's still kind of like vibrating here. It's no longer nasal. All right, we do 5, 3, 1. Hongi, honge, honga, pam pam. Hongi, honge, honga. Keep the jaw relaxed. Hongi, honge, honga, pam pam. Hongi, honge, honga, pam pam. Hongi, honge, honga. And now we're going to have the opposite swing at the end. Hongi, honge, honga. We'll do the first part normal speed. That's just a quick version. So sliding up and back down. And keep thinking that, put that back in there as you do that slide. So it's not that's what's going to want to do. This is going to want to lift. This is going to want to spread. Almost, not quite though. We want to keep that nice round space. We're going to exaggerate it a bit, right? This isn't like a rule. This is something you should always do while you're singing a song. But we're counteracting some tension and finding a more natural, beautiful sound. Right, and kind of moving towards that. All right, here we go. Hongi, honge, honga, bum bum. Hongi, honge, honga. And when something is difficult, like a low note or high note, I like to think in opposition to balance it. So here we go. Hongi, honge, honga. So I'm thinking down for the high note. Hongi, honge, honga. But lots of airflow. That's the up is the air. Hongi, honge, honga. Bum bum. Hongi, honge, honga. It's like a breath bop. Hongi, honge, honga. Good. That's a great one for releasing tension and strengthening things that should be working while we're singing. Whew. Some water after that. Remember that step 1 is breathe and step 2 is hydrate. All right, so now I kind of alluded to it, this kind of soft palate, this nasalness business. So let's play with that a little bit. So for me, in my journey of singing, which I'm still on, I had heard so much about lift the soft palate in choirs and things like that, I took it very seriously. I loved singing it very seriously. And I kind of overdid it. I was really like, everything would pull back. My tongue was so gripped and tight, especially after puberty. It's very common for men to get a lot of tongue tension and throat tension after puberty. It's like, so that voice gets so much bigger and it's like, gotta control it. Yeah, let it be free. So we're doing the wobble. We're doing it with our nose plug. So we want to avoid and we want to make it not nasal. So that's your soft palate lifting when that happens. I like to think that the soft palate lifts when I'm singing well, but I don't lift it. I'm not consciously lifting it. There are more important things to do, like the emotion, expression, connection with audience. So this is just kind of going to help our soft palate naturally lift, which should make this exercise that goes very fast a little easier. And we will alternate. So wherever we start is where we end. Bum, 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 ending on the bottom note. And then the next one will start and end on the top note. And we'll keep reversing that. So the voice doesn't ever get in too much of a groove. And I want we want to minimize the throat bobbing up and down. So just keep things relaxed, flow on that air, and then over time it'll be just the muscles that you need working for that pitch change, and not a lot of other muscles. So let's start there. Make sure you're not overextending. Jaw, you shouldn't feel anything popping out here. You should feel like there's that hole that's relaxed. I think we ended on the tops. So the bottom. Let's check that out again. Gentle neck rolls up and down. You can also roll your tongue instead. Right. So that will wrap up our warm-up for today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to enter them into the chat. Also, if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, subscribe, share. That'll help me out. And if you have the means and the desire, I gratefully accept financial contributions. You can find me on Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. And I hope you have some time now to sing a song. So find a karaoke track or just put your favorite tune on and sing along and see what you notice. See what it feels like now that you've done hopefully a good proper warm-up. And if you want help integrating everything we've learned into the specific needs of your voice, then please find me at jedderosa.com for some private coaching sessions. All right, love yourself, love your voice, and please have so much fun singing. Bye-bye now.